I know that I've been off of YouTube for like a little while. I am sorry about that. When you're a college student, things do not get easy and your schedules are pretty filled up, so I'm so sorry. But here I am. It's finally my spring break. I am able to do more videos. So, hi, this video is actually going to be focusing on the brand new Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I actually got this recently and I was shook. Ever since Jeffree Star posted that he was gonna release this palette, I just lost my shit. Absolutely. I saw the palette, I saw the colors, they were beautiful. And I had to buy it, obviously. I actually had to decide on whether to pay for my food for college or buy this. Let's just say that I went on a really hardcore no-eating diet. This palette is just straight up like freaking amazing. I really wanted to do something based off of it, and I wanted to do it on myself, but I've been breaking out like crazy this week, and I really wanted to give my skin a little chance to breathe, considering the fact that I've been doing so much to it, like chemical-wise, and just cleansing, exfoliating. Like, I pretty much need to give it a rest. So that's why I used my best friend as a model, who you might have seen in some of my previous videos. I actually have her in 2 videos, which I will link down below. And I texted her, I asked her if she wanted to be my model for this, and she absolutely agreed, especially because we decided to go for a vampy type of dark look. That's kind of our aesthetic because we both love vampires so freaking much. Oh my god, this is such a pretty palette. I wanted to incorporate more Jeffree Star products in this, but I only have 2 of his palettes and a couple of their liquid lipsticks. So sadly, we do not have any skin floss, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoy this tutorial, and let's get started. I am first going to start out by priming my model's face using the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer for a smoother base, and I'm also going to just let it sink into the skin a little bit while I work on her eyebrows. So for the brows, I'm using this cool tone brown taupe shade from the Morphe 35O palette and the NYX Cosmetics ME2 angled brush. Now, Ella has some really beautifully shaped eyebrows, so I'm mainly just going to focus on filling them in rather than change the actual shape of the brows. Now, to carve the brows, I'm using the NYX HD Concealer in CW06, and I'm using this angled brush by Morphe to do so. Now, I'm basically just lifting the brow and covering under it to give the brow more of a defined shape. Now, I'm also using the exact same concealer on the lid as a base for the eyeshadows. Now, jumping into the star of the video, I am using the brand new Jeffree Star Androgyny eyeshadow palette, and I'm picking up Charm on the Morphe E27 brush and using this as the transition shade. Now, I'm applying this basically in the crease and then blending it in window wiping motions along the shape of her eyes. Now, I'm taking the shade Fetish on the Morphe M433 brush and placing this right in the outer corner and then blending slightly along the crease, connecting it with the inner corner. Also placing the exact same shadow right in the inner third of the eye to create a kind of like a halo eye effect. And can I just say, I am obsessed with this shade. I might actually have a fetish for fetish. Then using the NYX Cosmetics M53 brush to blend the shadows and wing it up towards the temples. And this is gonna give the face more of an angular appearance. Next, I'm taking the shade Dominatrix on this small pointed buffing brush from Morphe, and I'm placing this right in the inner third and outer corner of the eye, but I'm mainly keeping this concentrated on those corners just because I want the reds from Fetish to peek through. Then I'm taking Deja Vu on this NYX Cosmetics ME5 brush, and I'm wetting the eyeshadow a little bit with Fix Plus to get a more vibrant finish, and then placing this right in the center of the lid and softening down the edges to get that really nice kind of like spotlight halo effect. To highlight the brow bone, I'm using a really light, almost bone-like shade from the Morphe 35O palette and then blending it so that there are no harsh lines. Now, moving on to her face, I am going to be using 2 foundations today. First, starting off with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Caramel Beige, and then dotting this in her face using one of my just like regular face painting brushes. And then I'm taking a slightly damp
Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and then blending the foundation away. Now, because this foundation turned out a little bit too yellow for her skin tone, I'm going to color match it to her actual skin by mixing the Maybelline FIT ME foundation in medium beige and pretty much just redoing the exact same steps I did with the other foundation. Then using the exact same HD concealer from before and highlighting and concealing under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the chin, a little above the lip, and the lower center of the forehead, aka the T-zone. Now to cream contour, I am using the HD Contour Cream from Graftobian in the shade Pecan, and I'm mixing this with a little bit of the foundation so it runs a little bit easier, and then using this to carve out her cheekbones, jawline, around the forehead, and the nose to get a more snatched appearance, and then again, blend for your life. To set under the eyes, I'm going to use the Airspun Coty powder and a flat side of the Real Techniques sponge, and just adding this right under the eyes to bake and set the concealer to prevent any creasing, and then taking a fluffy powder brush and kind of dusting away the bake while spreading the excess on the rest of the face to set the foundations and creams. Now for powder contour, I'm using the Morphe 9C palette, and I'm using the shade to contour wherever we just put the cream contour. This is also going to pretty much set that cream in place. Then I'm taking the NYX's contour palette and using this shade to further enhance the contour a little bit more and to blend it out nicely with the rest of the face, because the previous powder I used was a little bit too cool toned for my liking. I kind of wanted to warm it up with a slightly different bronzer or contour powder. To set the face and get rid of any cakiness, I'm using the NYX's Dewy Setting Spray and pretty much just drowning her in all this stuff. Since I used a lot of powder, it kind of took away some of the color from the brows, so I'm just refilling them as I did the first time. Now I'm taking the NYX's Jumbo Pencil in the shade Black Bean and running this on both the waterlines before taking the shade Fetish again and this fluffy angled brush by e.l.f. and applying this to the lower lash line for some color. Then I'm taking Black Rainbow from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette and using this to smudge the liner and blend it out with Fetish. Also, I'm using this on the top of her real lashes as liner so that once we apply the fake lashes later, they actually camouflage nicely with her natural lashes. Now for glow, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit and dipping into Pink Heart, which has a beautiful reflex to it, like a red pinkish reflex to it. And I'm using this fan brush by Morphe and pretty much just hitting the cheekbones, temples, brow bone, the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, and then the Cupid's bow. Now for the lips, of course, it will be a shame not to use it. I am using the Jeffree Star's Unicorn Blood Velour Liquid Lipstick and using this NYX Cosmetics PM2 brush to apply the product onto her lips more accurately. And then going over it with a gloss from Beige Cosmetics. I cannot remember the name of the gloss, however, so I will put it in the description bar below. Then taking frosting on a small pointed blending brush from Morphe and adding this right in the inner corner for a pop of brightness. And then lastly, applying these lashes from Sephora. And that is it for this Jeffree Star inspired makeup tutorial. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know the drill, the links will be down below, as well as the list of products that I used in this video. So I really hope to see you next time, and bye!
Oh, this is so good. This heating pad is everything. But like a sexy, sick, vampiric vibe. Because the eyes are so fucking intense, I would rather do them first.
I'm scared.
Please just remember, even if I'm not there.
Deal with
I
a
can't
bull.
make the noise.
Huh?
I can't make the noise. No.
Which noise?
When you white AF.
True.
You're just like, nah.
Mwah. Okay, so.
It's just